The current animal rescue crisis is a global issue. Animal shelters around the world are overflowing, with many stray dogs roaming the streets in desperate need of help and a loving home. But the rescue community is coming together, forging global networks with the sole purpose of finding each animal in need their perfect forever home. And well, this may just be in another country. This is the story of Monique, a rescue dog from Romania that was in need of a home. But for her, settling into a new country wasn't so easy.
So Monique was a Romanian rescue, and like most Romanian rescues that come over, they're quite a big flight risk for several months. They own dogs over there the way we used to 100 or so years ago. They're let loose in the day. You get a lot of stray dogs as well that get brought over, dogs that are just feral. So they're used to having freedom, used to being out and about. So when you start shutting these dogs indoors for long periods, it's not natural for them. It's quite uncomfortable for a lot of them.
Adam's an animal behaviourist who has years of experience working with dogs just like this.
So they always scan the perimeter looking for an option if they need it. And if they're not used to people even, they're always looking for a way out. So as soon as the door's left open, the window's left open, chances are they'll take it and run. It's a more natural lifestyle for them to be out free and running. So it's a big adaptation for them to move into a home in a foreign country.
Monique moved from Romania after finding her forever home with a loving family here in the UK. Despite having a large garden to play in, surrounded by countryside, she couldn't shake her street dog ways. And only a few days after arriving, a slight gap in the fence was enough for her to escape.
But it's hard to secure a big property. Generally, if a dog can get its head through a hole, it can probably get its body behind it as well. So it's surprising the small opportunity they need to actually escape. So she very quickly made a break for freedom and disappeared into the countryside of North Wales. She stayed quite close to the property. There'd been little sightings of her. She hadn't gone too far, but they lived in the countryside. So she had a stream and some foliage and some woods to hide in.
After 2 days missing, the chances of Monique returning home by herself were seeming slim. Worried for their new dog's safety, roaming in an unfamiliar area, her family called for help.
K9 Capture UK were called in to help find her and trap her. They're really good at what they do. They worked out where she'd been seen and the route she's probably taken.
Alongside Adam, the team went out in search of Monique, setting a trap in the hope of capturing her.
So the traps that K9 Capture use, it's about 8 foot long, about 2 foot wide. So, I can get in quite comfortably. And we put food at the far end, and it's a humane trap. It just triggers a door mechanism. So when they go through, take the food, the door shuts on them. And there's plenty of space in there, so they don't feel claustrophobic or anything. We generally put some straw in there, make it as comfortable as we can, and then get to them as quick as we can, which is why they set up the remote sensors. So as soon as the trap's triggered, we can be there to sort it out.
With the trap set, the team hope their strategic planning pays off, and the food is spotted by the missing dog and not by any hungry wildlife.
And jokingly, Di, who was working with me, said, I bet this goes off at 3 in the morning. Anyway, at 3 in the morning, I get the phone call from him. The trap's been gone. So we went around there at 3 in the morning and she was in the trap, which is great. And to be fair, they're pretty accurate with how they set the traps. So it worked. Well, the first night we set it, several hours later, she was in there. And when we did find Monique, she was pretty relaxed. Wasn't too concerned. We took the trap into the house, shut the garage, and then we let her out, and she was doing okay, to be fair. She's still slinking around, still unsure, still pretty friendly, but immediately looking for a way out. Like most Romanian dogs, they just always scan the area for an escape option if they've got one.
Now captured and returned home, Adam's work could begin, reassuring the scared dog.
So once we're in the garage and she was sort of mooching about again, scanning around. She was a little bit cautious of the people, but I don't know how close she's been to people in the past. So we chatted to the owners about what to expect, what to do, sort of things to put in place, mitigation stuff to ensure this doesn't happen again. And then actually arranged to go out and meet them a couple of weeks later and do a full-on session, behavioural session with them to try and speed up Monique's transition into this country and into this new lifestyle.
For Monique, all she's known were the streets of Romania. Through Adam's training and her new owner's hard work, they were able to teach this stray dog what safety feels like in a loving home.
The family did really well and she took to it, so it was good to see. The idea is if she gets comfortable enough in that home environment, she won't feel the need to run anymore. She won't feel the need to escape. And the more confident and relaxed she is, the more she'll sleep anyway. So that's the best way to transition a dog in like that into a home. You just make it really comfortable and feel really safe there. Then that need to flee, melts away.
No more escape attempts. This wandering rescue dog wants to travel no more and is now enjoying life in her forever home.
Well, she's living with a lovely couple who've got access to a beautiful area. So the home's lovely, the garden's lovely, the walks they go on are great. So she's probably living a fantastic life. Far better than running free, stray.
To see more remarkable rescue stories like Monique's, do subscribe to the channel and why not give this video a thumbs up? I really appreciate your support as together we can help more rescue animals here on Rescue Vet. Bye for now.